Hi folks, we are back at the World Cup and we start round 2. So in this round Slovenia plays against Hungary and the first two games were played by Sara on Tuesday evening. Unfortunately I didn't really have time to record those videos live with live commentary. I was a bit busy, so I bring one of them to you now. So the first game went to Hungary, I can tell you that. It was Baratheon Kohor for us against Knights of Kraken choke deck, which is really an impossible match. Couldn't be done in testing even once, and I've played it myself in a competitive event in the past, and just is something you cannot win. Actually, the game was slightly above average, but still finished pretty quickly. But the second game Sara played was this one. So the Stark Mirror. And for Hungary we have Stark Fealty, which is slightly unusual. Sounds like it's the good stuff deck with a bit of renown, but actually it's there is a bit of focus on the dire wolves here. Yes, Bran, the 3-cost Bran and his direwolves companions, and the new ghost in this one as well. So it's interesting because our crossing deck, the plan here is to open Withering Cold. Like this is basically a concept that Dennis introduced. Open Withering Cold, get maybe Grey John or I Am No One. But in testing, the opposition presented some problems here because the deck has first of all their own Northern Armories, and it has the stand. So Bran, first of all, okay, he needs to kneel if you're going to stand other characters, but it has a Wyman Manderly, and then it has Intimidate. So 3 copies of Greywind and 2 copies of Roaming Wolfpack, and if you let the deck go first, or even second, whatever, the round might not work out for you in the way that you want, where you have maybe something that survives standing, but for the opponent everything is nailed. That didn't always go well, so I played this deck against Sara in testing a bit, and then after a couple of defeats, we figured that maybe not going Winter Festival is the thing. Winter Festival, not going Withering Cold is the thing to do. Maybe play a Time for Wolves, which both decks play. This one, I guess, has all the direwolves, so can search for anything really, whereas Sara's deck has the 2 attachments and Summer. And searching for Greywind can actually be pretty good in the opening, and also the other option you have is just opening Winter Festival and just not unless there is a really good position, not get yourself into this Withering Cold trap. Yes, apart from this is obviously a crossing rush deck. We've seen it many times, so no reason to discuss it here in huge detail. Whereas the other one, the direwolves always play a little bit aggro, so there's Farland that gives them renown, but mainly there's Claim Race here and Taste for Flesh, which in open deck lists you kind of can. I mean, you can not oppose. There's no win by 5 threat. There's no put to the sword or anything like that. So yeah, and the plots here are a little bit unusual. So has Time of Plenty, which can be used to block Winter Festival, can be used as an opening, but it's not entirely clear. Then it has Winter Festival. This is basically as good as the econ gets in this deck. And then Political Disaster, slightly unfortunate because it's not found an opponent here where this would really hurt. It's Star Crossing does not really have locations. So, and the carries for both sides. So we can have a look at the game. So I think I brought you 7 games from round 1. The last one was my game against Gabriel. As I said, I wasn't going to record that because difficult to record from my own perspective with live commentary and then commentating later on games that I lose and where I feel like the matchup is hopeless anyway. Is not that fun. So, but I'll let you know here since this is the first video chronologically, the first game that we have since round 1. Round 1 did go to France in the end 5-3. Like we speculated, so we had a good chance, but yeah, France had the better games at the end. Yeah, new chance against Hungary. And let's see, this is the recording, let's start it. So you will be able to basically watch the screen that I had. As I said, I was a little bit busy, so I just clicked record and I didn't really interact with the game that much, so sorry for not highlighting any cards or anything like that. And we see for saraaa, yeah, pretty decent setup. Has all the icons, has Daisy, and has economy. And on the other side, Arzol actually has a pretty unfortunate one here because it's only 6 gold used. Ghost with another direwolf, and there's a King's Road, so not ideal. And now actually playing Withering Cold could be worth considering because there's no Greywind or Roaming Wolfpack or Northern Armory here, so you could just go back to that plan. Depends if Saraaa has Greyjohn or I am no one, but okay, she goes time for Wolves. And yes, I think this proved to be okay. Just go for Greywind immediately, then he cancels Bran or he cancels Greywind, whatever is the most threatening, basically. Yeah, the other deck didn't really get any successful aggro or anything like that. It was basically when it did win, it won with Farlan getting some power on the wolves and just the winter festivals. So at the moment it's not looking too threatening, but it does go first, the Fealty deck, with actually plenty of econ now if all of these are spent. And the card in shadows, okay, I forgot to talk about that, but I do believe Mira is the only one here, really. So she's okay, cancelable by Greywind always, if that's what you need to do. But if she wasn't, she can take out Daisy, I guess. And there is Farrell actually, so now there is some potential for early renown on characters. Well, just Ghost at the moment. So he brings the location, and 1 gold is a bit awkward. Can't really ambush anything with 1 gold. You don't get the Many-Faced God reduction here. Fealty was not spent, and now the gold for Mira doesn't work out. But Arzol actually decides to keep that King's Road for rainy days, I guess. And Saraaa doesn't have much gold. But of course, the usual Stark crossing, passing the Black Gate crap. Nothing you can do against this. So now, instead of 2 characters, we'll see Swarm, right? Actually, it's not too bad. Just Caitlyn and Arya. Anything else? If she spends all the gold, that's usually not the best sign, because some events do cost 1, so she uses the reducer. And Sansa as well. Okay, look at the board. It's grown pretty crazy here. Yeah, she can even spend some characters on defense now. And still be able to use the crossing here. I think there's a... Did we say there was a Nightmares? I don't think actually there is a Nightmares in the deck. Don't have it exactly memorized, so I guess putting Daisy in a challenge is a little bit tricky. She is a great attacker as well with Greywind, but now it basically looks like we're going against a nailed board anyway, so doing all the challenges here, getting some power, getting the Winter Festival will get Arzol a decent amount towards victory there. Third of the way, I guess it's not it's not super threatening. The price he's paying is going to suffer 3 unopposed power claim and crossing, so immediately star crossing is on the verge of victory. Because with star crossing it's not just 4-0 in the beginning, right? It goes 7, 8, 9, depends on the cards in hand now, I guess. So I am now one played on Arya, which now also means that she will just refill the hand here with her challenges. Yeah, and if you get an extra card, there's a little more chance to get that superior claim that really speeds things up. She doesn't currently have the intrigue icon, there's no Septum Ordain in play. Yeah, can't really defend against the win by 5. And here we go. I mean, plus renown, plus the claim and dominance, so basically up to 9, 9-3, and yeah, the power on the faction card for the Fealty deck here is actually kind of more of a hindrance because there's power to steal. Plot selected very quickly. Now the thing is, the Harris, it's a low curve here. It's not hitting that hard, and it's into the crown anyway. Yeah. So that means just you just carry Daisy through as well, plus Jane Pool. So everything, right? Yeah. Okay. That's the reset gone. So now crossing can just play out absolutely everything for no penalty. Yeah, going into the Harris, skipping that King's Road to maybe repopulate, but have to count on the crown for this matchup. Usually you try to hit the reset basically with the crown. Sometimes that's not going to be round 2, but if you're on 9 power and you play the crown, you have some reasonable expectation that you could really beat up to 14-15 by the end of the round. Plus it has 6 gold. Crazy. Well, Farland keeps coming back. And there's Bran. So now there's Mira and Bran that can potentially be cancelled this round. Can't take both of them. Keeps 3 gold, so that's can be used for ambush now with Wolfswood as well. Plus Mira is there. Keeps the King's Road. I think really if there's something in hand, might as well play it out here because crossing is going crazy and it's going to just rush towards victory if you don't stop it. Maybe with the Grey Wind doing 2 challenges with Intimidate, it has some kind of chance, but look at the board. Yeah, so if Saraaa loses military, can't claim Daisy's dupe. Can claim giant pool with one of the others. And can claim this guy. Around Mira. Not through shadows, so she's just there for the stealth, I guess. And yeah, putting Lady on Dicey is always a decent plan, because if she gets blanked somehow, then she still gets some plus strength. But then you kind of want to switch it to Sansa once she's knelt to get an extra stand. Although here you do need to cancel stuff, and Greywind is a lot more difficult to replay. So better to actually use Dicey Lady to take her back to hand. So might be losing her before her ability is relevant. Yeah, and the entire board survived the Harrys basically due to the crown. Yeah, looks like Arzol didn't really see it coming now. Not that there's anything he could do really, because if you don't play the Harris and you go into the crown, it's the boards would be the same, right, as they are now. And can you survive the round? You can if there's no superior claim and no I'm no one stuff like that, and I'm no one Wolf in the Night, nothing to get additional renown. Probably you do survive. Just going to pass here and just defend. That's the only way, but the problem is now the Harris has been spent. You need to basically place something else into the crown, defend, hold saraaa on 14, then the Harris. But then I think she goes Winter Festival, right? So yeah, that 9-0 in round 1. And they always have superior claim. Can't be 7-0, it has to be 9 or 9-2 in that case, I guess. Or 9-3 or whatever it was. Always have to have superior claim in the opening hand with star crossing and passing the black gate. And I am no one, the only source of draw. As you can hear, it's in my probably top 5 of the decks I hate playing against the most. So basically, let's assume things are defended. That's power claim and crossing is 11. And Daisy has renown, so that's 12, and presumably dominance is 13. So if there's another superior claim, that should be enough. And if there's some unopposed, and there could be, because Mira is there as the stealth in rig icon to get past Farland, although now she's been knelt. And Arya, of course, has the stealth as well, possibly on the power challenge. So why is Mira in this challenge? Just to get to bypass Ghost, get the other one to defend? Don't see a particularly huge difference there. By the way, Daisy has stealth as well, so of course Greywind isn't just a cancel for any character ability, it gives the character stealth as well. Mira is in shadows, so actually the stealth intrigue plan isn't going to work. Probably now would be a good time to switch lady onto Sansa before you have to take her back to hand. Actually, it costs 1 gold though, so let's see if there's something else to spend the gold on. Hits Nymeria. Well, Nymeria actually is pretty decent, can cheat herself into challenges, and well, on a smaller board she could intimidate, now a little more difficult, but really, so there was something to play with that King's Road. Hmm. And I think there's only one of her in the deck. She's a good character for the direwolves. So 2 challenges down. Can we win on the power? Two stealths. And once Caitlyn is in the challenge, of course, it's game over as far as Bran's ability. Okay, Caitlyn is not in the challenge. And yeah, I don't think Saraaa will let Daisy get blanked here. So power, claim, crossing, and Daisy's renown should be 12. Does she have superior claim? She has Florian and Jonquil. I can play that on Arya. Yeah. If you could play it on Sansa, two challenges would be extra renown. That would be enough to win, but didn't quite have the gold actually. Need to, of course, previously switch Lady onto Sansa. So actually, Arzol does survive, and now if there was the Harris, honestly, it doesn't seem like it would have that much. Just go Winter Festival, right, and keep all your renowns. Then you need Grey to eat your characters or something like that for the game to still go on. Fall Spring can hit all the cards, including Lady, that is slightly annoying. And Palace, yeah, just need one challenge, and Saraaa goes first now. There's Jojen and an armory, so Jojen is another source of stealth. Both mirrors go to shadows. Now there is a possibility here in the float phase. If you want to cancel the opponent's mirror, you can with Greywind. Can cancel the first reaction, then she stays in play. You need to pay for Greywind again though. Yeah, Jojen, the armory, and the gold for Mira from Shadows. There goes the King's Road. Yeah. It's a little bit late, all of this, earlier in the game. Hmm. Yeah, with Palace, there's 8 power icons and 3 of them have stealth, so let's see how you could survive this. And this mirror trigger, I don't think it's even worth cancelling, because now you just win even if the ace is blanked. You just blank the renown, right? Now you're not blanking 10 strength away from her. Just put Caitlyn in this challenge. Yeah. Even if some miracle happened, I think the other characters would still be able to push the crossing through, so yeah. That's the game. Went pretty smoothly, to be honest. Saraaa deserved an easier one after having to suffer through the Night's Watch Kraken matchup. That was really tough, but this one, yeah, basically the reverse. The cards were found early on, and sometimes it goes that way. So we start alright against Hungary, 1 win each, and 6 to go. So I'll bring you some of the other games in the coming days. Thank you for being with me on this one.